Today I'm going to show you how to turn this
into this. For this project, you will need this beautiful printout of the world, of the map of the world. I got this from thehelpfulgarden.blogspot.com, which I will link to in the description of this video. You will also need some scrap colored construction paper in 8 different colors. And the reason we need these 8 colors is because we are going to do the collage of this world with the same colors corresponding to the Montessori Planisphere. So we will need yellow for Asia, white for Antarctica, green for Africa, brown for Australia, pink for South America, red for Europe, blue for the ocean, of course, and some orange for North America. And for this project, we will also need some liquid glue and a paintbrush, as well as a little container to put the glue in, because we're going to apply the glue with a paintbrush to be a little more precise rather than using a glue stick. And we need scissors and a hole puncher. And at the very, very end, you will need a string to make your beautiful planet Earth. Using the scissors, I will first cut out each of these halves of the globe. And forgive me, it's a little hard to do because these scissors are kind of small for my hands. But for your child-sized hands, these scissors will do just the trick. And look, I'm cutting a curved line, so watch as I kind of turn the paper as I cut to go along the line of the circle, the outline. Voila, there's one half. On this half, look, we have Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. Now let's cut out the other half. The other hemisphere is what it's called. Each half of the Earth is called a hemisphere. Okay, there we go. And guess what I'm going to do with this leftover scrap paper? That's right, I'm going to recycle it. So I'll be right back. I'm going to recycle this and then we'll get started. So first, let's do North America. So for that, we will need orange scraps of construction paper. And if you can see, I've just torn them. They're torn very, they're not carefully torn at all. I just kind of ripped them up into little pieces using my fingers. So what we're going to do is take our paintbrush, get a little bit of glue, and start to dab some glue into the shape of North America. There we go. We don't need too much glue, just a little bit. I'm going to leave this here and just get little scraps of the orange paper and just kind of roughly put them there on top of the glue so they stick. And we live in North America, right? This is the continent that the United States of America is on, and this is where we live. So it's starting to get filled in. It looks very nice. And you know what? I might tear some little pieces even smaller to get down here in Central America. Little pieces here. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you need more glue, just add a little bit more glue. You can even put some on top just to make sure that it all gets nice and stuck together. So let's see, up here is Alaska. Put some orange paper on there. So North America is starting to look really nice. Still need to fill in Greenland up here and all these little areas. And you want to try not to leave any white space on the paper. We want it all completely covered with construction paper. And one more little piece here. There we go, and there is our North America. Next, we will get the pink paper and fill in South America just the same way that we filled in North America. Once we finish South America, we'll add some glue to Antarctica, and we'll use the white paper to fill in Antarctica. And we use white because Antarctica is so cold. It is full of ice. Once we finish Antarctica, we'll start working on Africa. We will use green paper because on the Montessori Planisphere map, Africa is green. Africa is a very big continent, so we'll need a little bit more paper for this one. After we finish Africa, let's fill in Europe, which means we will need some red paper. And Europe is a very small continent, so we should be able to do this one fairly quickly. And we already finished Africa, but let's go back and see if we can find a piece to fill in Madagascar. Perfect. That's the big island off of the coast of Africa. And now let's fill in Asia. Asia is yellow and it is the largest continent. As we begin finishing up Asia, that means we have only one continent left to fill in. Do you know which one it is? That's right, Australia. Australia is also a very small continent, and we're using brown paper because it is brown on the Montessori Planisphere map. We're almost done filling in the continents. Before we start filling in the oceans with blue paper, let's go over the names one more time. We have North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia. Great job. So now we're ready to get the blue paper and we can begin filling in the oceans. Okay, so we've finished filling in all of the oceans and all of the continents with a beautiful colored construction paper. And it looks very much like our Planisphere map that we have in the classroom. It has the same colors, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to glue it together like this, so it is a two-sided earth. So we're gonna put it face down, take our glue, and we're only going to put glue on one side. So let's just put glue on this side, and we want to make sure we have a lot, because with all of this construction paper, it's very heavy. So we put a lot of glue and do it a little quick before it starts to dry. Just paint it on there, just like this. Okay. So we have glue all over this one side, and we're going to take the other side and line it up, and then just press it down. Just press, 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 press. Press it down nicely to make sure it gets all stuck. And then once the glue starts to dry, it will stay stuck together. And then now look, you have a beautiful two-sided planisphere. Okay, so we're almost done. Here's what we're going to do next. And you know what? I recommend, if you're using a paintbrush that you use for paint and stuff, go ahead and wash it right away. Because if not, what happens is the glue starts to dry and it gets all stiff and the bristles stick together, and then it's very hard to clean. Or at the very least, leave it soaking in some water. So I'm going to do that now. If you leave it soaking, that way it won't get quite so stiff. So now we need our hole puncher. We are going to punch a hole right in the top. Now this has a lot of layers with the paper and the glue and the construction paper, so you have to use your muscles and squeeze really hard. Oh. Sort of worked. Let's try one more time. Okay, so it's sort of punching it through, but not all the way. So we're gonna just go ahead and kind of pull it out there. There we go. There's the hole. It's not perfect, but it will work for what we need it for. So now we have some twine. So if you have any sort of yarn or string or even a shoelace, here's what we're going to do next. I'm going to fold it like this so it's even. I'm going to loop, push these through like that. And then we loop these underneath that loop and then pull it nice and tight. And now look, you can hang it up. Beautiful.
Okay guys, I hope you had a wonderful time making your beautiful Montessori Planisphere collage ornament. I hope you find a wonderful place to hang it. I know I'm going to find a place in my son's room to hang it up, maybe in the window. And I hope you had a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.